Hi everyone, how are you? Okay, so sorry there has been like a real delay in starting this live session today, but we're just gonna have the kids okay please people joining us because we're just doing it the other way around. There was some network issues. So anyone has anything that they want me to talk about? Hi Adiba. Yeah, Adiba. Yes, Ariva, I'm waiting to start the session myself, but there is some network issue at the end of Kids Okay Please. So let's wait for them. Yeah, hi Amit. Yes, Adiba, sorry to keep you all waiting.
Okay, we're finally live. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. You're audible. Okay.
Good.
So, welcome to Kids Okay Please Live. Before we go ahead, I would love to introduce our guest for today. So, our guest for today is Miss Kanchan Bachwani. She's a dietitian, fitness consultant, diabetes educator, and lifestyle coach. She has an 11-year experience in this field and currently is catering online diet and exercise consultation. She has experience of working with holy hospitals, working with the Holy Family, Ancient Heart Hospitals, and has a team of dietitians to give diet plans to celebrities like Amir Khan at Dr. Dhurandars. Am I saying it correct? Dhurandars clinic, and has an experience of working as a personal trainer at Sizewise Gym. Currently, she is giving consultation on appointment basis at the following centers, such as Body Craft House at Khar, Workout World Fitness Center at Kalina, Ink Studio Bhakti Park at Wadala, and NM Medical Center at Khar. We welcome you, ma'am. Thank you so much for being a part.
Thank you.
Thank you. So today we will be talking about how kids should be focusing on their nutrition. Like everybody knows, they don't sit in one place, they don't eat correctly, and it affects a lot of their growing years. So, ma'am,
Right.
My first question being that looking at the current situation right now and how things are, what is exactly the diet that you would recommend? Because kids, ma'am, today are sitting in front of the screen the entire day.
Yes. Okay, so currently due to the pandemic, firstly I would like to say that our kids are our real heroes because they are not they're not telling us that we want to go out, and they're not being stubborn. They're staying at
Right.
home. They're so calm and composed. So we should actually learn from them. So we need to also build up their immunity because we know that below 10 years kids are highly susceptible to this coronavirus. So what
Yes.
we need to do is include a lot of zinc in their diet, give them antioxidants. These
Okay.
antioxidants they will get via fruits, okay? Something like berries if you could give them. if berries are not available, then black raisins, which is readily available in the market, that you could at least give them for good antioxidants. Apart from that, citrus fruits, as we all know. Okay.
Citrus.
Then nuts. Now, one question would be that how would you incorporate these fruits and nuts in their diet? Because
Right.
kids are very fussy; they would not
Very.
want to have it as such. So we could just blend it up in a smoothie form, milk and a fruit and nuts. Or like now in this pandemic, everyone has been baking. I guess that's like
Yes.
one passion everyone has
Yes.
made. So what you could do is just top the cakes and all with some nuts. So at least in that form, they would be getting the good nutrition from
Good
foods.
nutrition. Right. Perfect. I think this sounds amazing to incorporate the nutritious foods in their diets. Ma'am, the other question would be that now that they're sitting in one place the entire day, sitting in front of the screen, not having a lot of playtime also, like you said. So what is it that they should do in order to relieve their stiffness, or something that they could do in between their sessions, if you'd suggest?
So see, firstly, that they have a lot of pressure of this online classes right now because they have to sit for 3 to 4 hours in front of the screen.
Right.
So what we need to do is firstly give them good nutrition.
Right.
So give them something filling so that they have eaten and they don't feel much hungry. And in between, in their breaks, also give them something very nutritious, like one banana would do, or you could just crush all the dry fruits together in the grinder with a
Right.
little bit of jaggery, and that you could give them. So if they have like 5 to 10 minutes break, that they would get to eat and they would get the nutrition. They would not feel hungry frequently also.
Right.
Plus, what we could do is make them do some stretches in between the online sessions. Because sitting, they start to slouch and everything.
Yes. Yes.
Something like jumping jacks. Just
Okay.
make them walk around in the house. So they are not just sitting in one place for those 3 to 4 hours of online classes that way. And for eye strain, like that is one
Yeah.
big concern for
Right.
kids. So you could get for them the glasses, UV protect glasses, which we get at the optician, that
Right.
they could have.
Okay.
And apart from that, give them eye breaks also from
I
time
break.
to time.
Right.
Yeah, breaks. Like don't continuously look at the screen for a longer period of time. Just
Okay.
look around, do
Okay.
neck stretches,
Yeah. Next.
all these things.
Right.
We could teach the kids all these things.
Right. Right. Okay. Perfect. My next question would be that kids, as you said, are very fussy about their food choices, their fruits, vegetables. They're more of the junk, to do that. So how is it that right now, that how do we keep up their immunity and feed them foods and fruits and vegetables in a fun way?
Yeah, so what we can do is this. I tell all my elder clients also, whatever you want to eat, like if you want to eat a burger, okay, make it in a
Yeah.
brown bread
Okay.
and have a vegetable cutlet or a rajma cutlet instead of going in for potato cutlet, something
Okay.
like that. So you're getting all the nutrition from the junk food, like it's made at home, it's healthy.
Right.
Apart from that, give them a low-fat pizza made at home with good tomato puree based sauce, low-fat
Right.
pizza sauce
Right.
with all the vegetables. So in a pizza form, they would be eating all the vegetables like corn, broccoli, whatever they don't normally eat. Just top it up on the pizza.
Right.
That would enjoy. Make
Right.
a wrap for the people who eat non-veg and everything. They could make an egg wrap or a chicken wrap and stuff it up with all the vegetables.
Which is
Another way is instead of making the normal potato fries, give them sweet potato fries, which are baked, not actually fried. So
right.
that way they are having sweet potato also.
Right. Right. I've heard of carrot fries as well.
Yeah.
Carrot
So
fries that can be done.
like carrots also, normally all the kids are very happy with carrots. I think in the school they have it embedded in them that carrots you should eat. So I think
Right.
all the kids love carrots, so there's no problem.
Right. Exactly. They would take that. They would take that.
Yeah, that they eat.
Right. Okay, ma'am. My other question was that for building, like we spoke about the foods that can build immunity in children. What is it that you suggest that mothers should also be doing? Because now that the entire family is at home, the mothers have a lot of work and a lot of keeping up with, like, their foods, everyone's food time to time. So what do you think? What do you suggest for mothers?
Yeah. So now, for mothers, for immunity building, currently, like they could incorporate something like a kada sort of also, which they can
Yeah.
make at with all the black pepper and
Right.
cardamom,
Right.
cinnamon.
Right.
That they could just give it a good boil, add
Right.
jaggery that they could have once or twice in a day to
Okay.
build up their immunity. Plus,
Right.
healthy milk is very good. That would be good for kids as well as adults.
Hmm.
So in the night time, just before sleeping, a cup of healthy milk, that could also be beneficial. Plus,
Right.
the mothers also should be taking care of their protein intake, good
Protein.
quality protein. Yeah, from sprouts, pulses, paneer, milk and milk products. One more thing is that calcium intake, the
Calcium.
calcium intake for women.
Milk.
Yeah,
By
they would get
right.
from milk and milk products.
Right.
And apart from that, the vitamin D, because since we are all stranded at home, there is not enough sunlight exposure that we are having.
Right.
So it's important for the mother as well as the kids to just stay near the window in the morning time to get some good sunlight. Or else, what I do for my son is I take him up to the terrace. So at least he's having some sky time in the evening.
Right.
Just a little free.
Right. Actually, to go out and be free.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, my next question would be that these meals that the kids should be having, how many meals and what time gap should they ideally be having between these meals?
So see, firstly, you should be starting with a good breakfast. Okay, breakfast is the brain food. It's the most important meal of the day.
Right.
Yeah, you should never be skipping on your breakfast because
Right.
firstly they are studying also now for the online classes, so
Right.
they need that good breakfast.
Hmm.
So for mothers as well as kids, the breakfast is very important. That will give you sustained energy for throughout the day. So for kids, something easy would be
Right.
like a milk and cereal. Kids love oats nowadays. So the oats is one very good way where you can add all the dry fruits,
Right.
all the nuts, all the possible seeds. Seeds are very important for
Okay.
giving them good quality fats.
Okay.
After the breakfast, they could have like a small mid-morning snack. That could
Okay.
be something like a fruit or a fruit juice or a fruit smoothie.
Fruit smoothie.
Then lunch. Yeah, lunch could be like a proper meal wherein they have roti, sabji, one source of protein like dal or pulse or paneer or any non-veg item.
Okay.
And then kids love this bundi raita sort of
Yeah.
combination.
Yeah.
So that could give.
Okay.
So give them a complete meal. But if your kids are very fussy, then the same things you could incorporate in a paratha sort of, like a vegetable paratha you could give them, or a paneer paratha, or a dal paratha with curd. So the same combination you can just give them a combined meal and that they could have.
Right.
Something like a pulao. Kids love rice.
Yeah,
So
they do. Yeah.
yeah, pulao is a very nice way wherein you can add all the vegetables that they could have.
And incorporate it. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then post that in the evening you would give them milk or flavored yogurt with all the berries.
Right.
Yeah. Kids love curd. So in a sweet form, if they get curd, they would enjoy it. Then post that they could have their dinner, a soup in the evening time. Since the weather is really cool now,
Cool.
a
Yeah.
warm soup. So soup again is a way wherein we are masking all the vegetables and giving them. And just ditch the bread croutons for the soup. There you could add grated vegetables like grated carrots, grated cabbage. So
Right.
crunchy taste little bit they may like of cabbage. And dinner again could be like a normal proper meal with roti, sabji and dal rice, or even like khichdi would do. It's like khichdi.
Yeah, they do. Yes. Something light.
Yeah, khichdi curry. But see to it that they are active throughout the day.
So, ma'am,
Even
now
though they are
that
not
you
going,
said,
yeah. So even though they are not going out, you could give them indoor games. Okay, something like an obstacle course
okay.
with their toys lined up and an obstacle course sort of, which they would enjoy, or
Right.
something like a treasure hunt in the house itself. hide stuff and then ask them to find. So that way they are a little active.
Running
Do
around.
do exercise with them.
That actually sounds amazing. I have a sister, and all of this I'm going to really incorporate on her. Because she's sitting in front of the screen the entire time, and she wouldn't eat after a particular point. She's tired, she's strained, and no physical activity, of course. So,
One more thing, what you could do is like ask for a supplement from your pediatrician that, whatever complaints you have. So if she's lethargic or something, then you could ask for a supplement. So maybe a calcium supplement or a multivitamin supplement would help. So they would get a little more active.
so for calcium supplements, ma'am, like we were talking, do you suggest them milk twice or thrice a day? That could fill them up.
See that now you will have to ask your pediatrician only depending upon the child's history. So I don't want to comment anything, but I'm just saying that if you have any complaints and such with other kids also, then you can check with your pediatrician and take a proper supplement for it. Like if you're feeling lethargic, so they could need a multivitamin supplement.
Right.
Maybe they're not eating well.
Right. Okay. Okay. So my next question would ideally be that we spoke about fruits, we spoke about how to incorporate vegetables as well, what to do in their screen time. Ma'am, is there anything else you would suggest for the audience to keep in mind at this time when they have, in fact, so much screen time, which is all of a sudden?
So you're talking about the free time.
I'm talking about the screen time, ma'am. How the screen time has come all of a sudden, yes. So anything that you would suggest?
Yeah, so see, what one thing what you could do is just keep them engaged throughout the day. Okay, so I know like the screen time, it's very handy for them. Just take their tab or just take their phone or just turn on the TV. It's like very convenient for them to do that. So what we could do is, one thing is that we could incorporate them in a little bit of household work, get them a little emotional, that come, please help me, sort of. Don't order them, because if you order them, they will not take it and they will rebel, they will not do. So you could ask them for help, that please could you help me. So that way they would help you in household whole course, like something like, to develop. That one thing you could incorporate them in household course. Secondly, like bird watching. Okay. Just go outside the window, watch what birds can you see.
Are there. Right.
Yeah, sometimes squirrels are coming these days, so they could just see the squirrels, try to feed them, just give them something to eat, the squirrels, and also that way they just get engaged in other stuff. Apart from that, their studies are also online. So the 3 to 4 hours screen time that is there. So you have to stop them from watching the TV and other gadgets currently. You could read stories to them. You could tell them stories about your childhood.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right. Amit is saying it's a nice idea. I think we're all going to use these. Yeah. And
even though if they really want their screen time, so you could do a virtual tour of the places that are there around.
Okay.
Online there is nowadays these virtual tours. So you could show them a monument, virtual tour of monument or something like that. So they are learning also in the same screen time.
It's fun also, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. So ma'am, one more thing is that, like you said, people are really baking in this time. So so children who really want to cook, go in the kitchen, be with their moms, be like, I want to do something. Do you suggest something that they could particularly engage with in nutritious foods?
See, now obviously we would want them to eat healthy and nutritious.
Right.
But since you want to engage them, then you could engage them in something like this, like how I told you of peeling the peas or something very easy which does not require much more effort. One more thing, what you could do is, like if you have pasta, So they could make like a necklace of the pasta. So something like that, which is fun. Like now we have seen even Kareena Kapoor, she had worn, in between that image had come, she had worn the pasta necklace. So something like that, fun activities you could give them, but not like actually involving cooking and everything, because they may not be able to do that much.
They're very small.
Something like making sprouts. You could teach them how to make sprouts.
Right.
Because that they are also learning that how is the process of germination.
They're growing also, in fact.
Yeah.
Because
in also they have a project of germination. So these easy things you could involve them in. And it will keep them hooked. Like for the next day, they would want to see how much more has the pulses sprouted up.
Yeah,
so in this way, you could engage them. Or something very easy like setting curds.
Okay.
Curd setting is very easy. Just add a little bit of curd and leave it in the milk. So by that, the process of fermentation.
Yeah. And they're so inquisitive. They would want to know what is the progress that's happening.
Exactly. Yeah. Or else something easy would be for them to set a fruit custard. Okay.
Yeah.
So that also keeps their enthusiasm really up. Like how that the milk, it becomes like a custard form. And that you could add all the fruits, whatever you want them to eat, like, which they never eat. You could add it to the custard and give them. So that way they're at least eating the fruits.
I think that's a brilliant idea. Ma'am, my next question would be that what do you recommend for something that could actually avoid or reduce screen time? Some activities like we had spoken about, but if there's anything in particular that we could do to kind of reduce screen time or make them more active.
So see, like as I've already told you, that one would be involve them in household work. Second would be like, get them to bird watching.
Right.
Something outside which they can see. Third is like take them up to the terrace or something with proper precautions, obviously. And so that they are out and they are outside the house. Fourth thing would be like, even if you cannot avoid that screen time, what you could do is you could give them the virtual connection of talking to their relatives, some cousins or friends online. So that way, at least their screen time is little constructive rather than watching the YouTube
cartoons
they watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And other stuff is like the regular stuff, now painting, drawing, music, listening to music.
Yes.
Listening stories. Like now you have on podcasts you even have stories.
Yeah, they do. Yes. Yes.
So they could just listen to the stories. You don't necessarily need to read everything that way. Exercise with them. And one more thing like I would share is when they are studying online. Now if the kids are very younger, the parents would have to be sitting with them. So what you can do is don't sit as a parent with them. Just sit like you're sitting as a classmate. Okay. So tell them, okay, chalo, I'm your classmate. I would like to take down notes with you. I'm studying with you. So that will give them a good feeling. That okay.
Yes. Yes. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. I have to keep doing all these with my son to keep him engaged.
That's actually a brilliant idea. I don't think any of us came up with that we can actually engage with them by sitting with them, give them company, be there with them at least. Because
in school they are surrounded with so many people, so many kids. So they feel okay, we need to write. My partner is writing, but at home they'll be like, okay, we for a write, and also just sit with them as a classmate that way
and engage with them. Right. Yeah. I think that's a brilliant idea. I think we have about 10-12 minutes to end this. So I would go for last couple of questions. If the audience has any questions, we would love to address it. You can put it down in the chat box and we'll take it ahead from there. Another question, ma'am. This is a little, what do you think about Kids OK Please as an organization?
Kids Okay Please is doing wonderful. I think you'll have quite a few activities lined up. Like I just saw on your page, grow your own Ganesha and all. So I think you all are doing a real good job. Keep it
Thank
up.
Thank you. So that was one, ma'am. The other thing was that I think we've covered most of the topics as to how to inculcate good food, vegetables, nutritious foods. Like you said, kids of the younger ages are more bound to the virus than the other age groups are, which is very important to keep their immunity very high. So these are basically certain things we've covered. How to stretches, ma'am. You had said the jumping jacks, right?
Yeah,
Jumping
you could
jacks,
make them do jumping jacks or on the spot jogging, on the spot marching,
marching.
something like next stretches I've already told you. Then you could play some dance videos for them on
Right,
YouTube,
right.
right? So that they could see and do during their screen time, like 1 hour of screen time normally kids get. So that dances they could see and do. Apart from that, now from the school also they make them do yoga. So now normally kids know all the yoga stretches. So that also they could do in between. So that they just not they're not just sitting there for 3 to 4 hours. In between, just make them do some or the other movement, like go fill yourself
Yeah,
for water,
yeah, right.
something like that just to keep them active.
Got it, ma'am. Got it. I think this was wonderful, ma'am. Is there anything else you would like to share, ma'am, as a dietitian, as someone who can like anything for mothers, for kids, something that they should know in this period?
Like everyone knows now that they have to wash their hands and everything.
Yes, to keep
So
safe.
this was Yeah, so this was one good activity that the school had also done for my son. So I'm sharing it because I think everyone can do. It's very easy. Just take black pepper in a
Okay.
bowl of water, and
Okay.
then you could ask the kid to put your finger, and then the black pepper doesn't move. But once you dip your hand in soap and then you put it in the water filled with black pepper, so the soap, because of the soap, the particles move.
The
So black pepper particles.
black pepper particles, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I think one ad also comes on television. So by this, they could learn the importance of washing their hands correctly. All
Yeah.
these
How the
things.
germs
Yeah.
won't come in, right?
So these little things you could keep them engaged with that activity. If they
These
do it
activities.
once, they would also know.
Right. This was amazing. I never heard of it or seen it before. Actually, I think I would love to try it. I would take my sister and just love to try it.
Yeah, sure, try it out. So I think no one has any questions. No one is
Yeah. No one
typing it.
is. Yes. No one is typing anything.
I think everyone has understood everything.
I think it's been so long that people have been in their houses that they've just taken up whatever it is with the time. I think, and
Yeah.
these things just help even more. They make things more clear for parents, for children.
Yeah, thanks, Veena. I think someone's typing that it's an amazing session.
Right.
So I don't think so anyone has any queries.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm having so much disturbance.
I think they've understood very well how to incorporate all the vegetables and fruits
And
and
fruits
stuff.
for their kids, yes.
Yeah.
So that's it, ma'am. I think it was a wonderful time talking to you and understanding how to build nutrition in kids. I think parents and even otherwise should really consider the fact that their kids, they're going to be fussy, they are going to want to eat what they want, like they're already sitting in front of the screen and all of that. So to take it light, to take it well with them. And it was an amazing wash hands regularly. Yes, wash hands regularly.
We actually need to be really patient with them because
Yes,
they
yes,
are going to be themselves.
yes, they are. And the fact that they are really giving in, like you said, they're really cooperating with the fact that they're not being fussy. No, I want to go down and play, or no, I want to eat this
Yeah,
particular thing.
they're
So I
really
think
understanding the
yes,
situation.
yes.
Because
Yeah.
when we go out also, we are not seeing any kids around. Like,
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. They're
well,
all cooperating pretty well.
yeah, they're cooperating really well.
Yes.
All the kids,
Yes.
whatever age it may be, because I have my son's friends also. So they are even younger, 3 to 4 years. No one is telling me that, I want to go out or something like that. And one last thing I would like to say is that since we are, everyone is online nowadays talking about this mental health, so try to even pay attention to your kids' mental health. Even they are facing some anxiety issues. So at the end of the day, just remove 5-10 minutes to hear them out, how they are feeling, because they may not be able to express it really well.
Express. Right.
Just
Right.
talk it out to them that how you're feeling or stuff like that, because they may
Right.
also get anxiety issues being at home all
Yeah.
the day.
Right. Being really small and not being able to express it. Right.
Yeah.
So I think this was an amazing session, ma'am. We have a lot of comments coming in for
Thank
the
you so
session.
much.
Thank
I
you
love
so
talking,
much.
so I can go on and on.
We would love to. We would love to. If there's anything else.
So I think next time we could have another session where
Yes.
I could go on talking more.
Yes. We will have it more. We have it once more. Yes. So thank you so much, ma'am, for being a part of the Kids
Thank you
Okay
for
Please
having
live. It was an amazing session, like everybody said, very informative and extremely important as of now in this pandemic. We would love to have you again. Thank you so much for being a part.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.